Charged with Cyclone FPV again, and now we're going to go on to part 2 of our video series. And this one is going to be how to set up the software on your computer so that you can get ready for your X9 Lite. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share with you my screen. All right, so let me do that. And let's see if I can get that going for you. 1 second. Let's remove this, and we will have, so you're going to need your internet browser for this one, okay? So let me go ahead and get that ready for you. All right, so what you're going to see right here, this is our website, obviously, but we're not going to, this isn't going to be a promotion for our website. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to find the software that you're going to need. So here's one of the addresses you're going to need to go to. Ready? You're going to go to your browser, and you're going to go to, I believe it's going to be, I can't remember if there's a www before it anymore, but let me just see, open-tx.org, I believe. Yep, that's where you want to go. So opentx.org. There will be a link for this in our video, by the way, in the description. So once you go to opentx.org, you're going to want to download the OpenTX software. So just scroll down, and at the time of this video, the newest software is 2.3.11, which you can see here on your screen. All right. Now, a couple things I do want to tell you about. Since I do a lot of these videos, some of my folders are already set up, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can as if it's fresh, okay? So before you go and download this file, there are a couple things I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to get to your desktop, okay? And it doesn't matter how you get there. I'm going to click my File Explorer in the bottom left here, okay? And that's going to open up all my files. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to select Desktop. Now, as you can see here, I created a folder called Transmitter. I'm going to want you to do that as well. So to create a folder, you're just going to right-click somewhere on this screen where there's nothing showing up, like right here is fine. And then you're going to go to New, and you're going to go to Folder. Now, when you do that, it's going to create a new folder on your desktop like you can see right here. I'm not going to name mine Transmitter again because I've already done that. But what I want you to do is name yours Transmitter. All right, now let me delete mine. All right, so let's delete that. So, and when you get it named Transmitter, you just hit Enter, and it's going to create a folder. And then I want you to double-click on that folder. And don't worry about what you're looking at in here, all right? I'm going to do this all over again anyway. So I'm going to delete the files I have. And so here's what I want. Here's what I'm going to do. For those of you that are doing this for, like, let's say a student project, or you're using this with our drone curriculum program, or you're doing this, you know, for something to do with school education, let's go ahead and create you a new folder, all right? And for everybody else, you guys can create your folder and name whatever you want. In this case, I've already done a video on the X9 Lite a couple days ago, and I've named it the Customer X9 Lite. This is what I do when I do my videos. But I'm going to name this one Student X9 Lite only because I know a lot of the students are going to be looking at this. So let's do this. When you go into your Transmitter folder, I want you to right-click somewhere on the screen that's blank, and then go to New, and then go to Folder. And I want you to call it Student X9 Lite, okay? And hit Enter. That's all I want you to do for right now. That's all we need to do right now, all right? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to go back now to that web page, okay? And you're going to see that we want you to get the newest version of the software here. So in this case, it's 2.3.11. By the time you watch this video, it may be 2.3.12. I don't know. Whatever it is, though, make sure to get the newest one. That's going to be the one on top. So click it. Once you click it, you're going to come to a second page. And this second page right here, if you scroll, you can read all the good stuff that's here. But if you scroll all the way down, okay, you're going to find your installer for whatever computer you're running. And in this case, we're running Windows, so we're going to download the Windows installer. Now, I've already downloaded this file and installed it. So by downloading it again, it's just going to be like the 5th time I've done it. So let me show you what it looks like once you download it, okay? Once you download this file, I'm going to click it real quickly. It's going to initiate my download. Once you download this file, I want you to take it from your downloads folder, if that's where it is, and I want you to cut it out of there, and I want you to paste it into the X9 Lite folder that you have created while we were doing this in your Transmitter folder on your desktop. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Even though I've already downloaded this, I'm going to go ahead and do it again just so we can go through this part, okay? So let's just wait because it's going to take just a minute. I will tell you that in the evening it goes slower than during the day, so if you have a choice there, maybe want to do it during the day, but that's up to you. There is another file that we are going to be downloading that's a little bit bigger, and that can take anywhere up to 20 minutes. I've seen it go from 1 minute to 20 minutes, but let's see where we're at. We're almost done here. Okay, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Almost done. I'm getting tired. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're done now, right? So once it's done being downloaded, here's what I want you to do. As soon as that's done, okay, I want you to click this arrow right here, and I want you to click Show in Folder. Okay? And here's my downloads folder, and here is the file that we're looking for. And the reason mine has a 1 beside it is because I've downloaded this thing 100 times already and then deleted it, but I happen to have another copy probably right there because I did another video for somebody else earlier. Okay, so we're going to right click on that, we're going to click cut, all right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our desktop, and then we're going to go to our transmitter folder that we created. You're going to go to that Student X9Lite folder, or whatever folder you named it. And then when you double click that, I want you to go ahead and just paste this in there, okay? And that'll work. So once you paste it in there, I want you to double click it, and I want you to go through the complete installer. Now, I'm not going to install it again because I've already done this once, all right? I've done it multiple times. But once you're done, what you're going to be looking for, it's going to open when it's done installing, right? Well, you know what? Let's just install it. Here we go. Ready? I'll double click it and we'll go it together. All right, so you're going to get this message, which I guess it's not showing you. You're going to get a message on there, and mine just went blank. I guess it doesn't want to show it on the screen. But that message basically says, are you sure you want to install this program? And you click yes. And then here's the agreement. Just click I agree. And then you can click next. Don't change any of the defaults. If you can avoid it, please. And then we're just going to install it here. Wherever it defaults to install, just keep going. Okay, and you can use it for all users. Again, just click install and just let it go. Okay, so once it's done, right, click next, and then it's going to ask you if you want to open it. The answer is yes, so finish and let the program open. This is your new software that you're going to use to program your radio. It's awesome, it's easy, and if you pay attention, it's going to be a piece of cake for you, okay? Now, some of you may see this when you open it. Let me just change mine a little bit, please, so that you're not worried about it. So I'm going to click this, I'm going to close this. You may see something like this here. You see where it says to select a new profile. We're just going to go ahead. I'm not even going to worry about it right now, but you may get a screen that comes up that says, do you want to set up your radio or set up a new profile? Just exit out of everything and just get to this main screen, okay? When you're at this screen, I'm going to show you what you need to do next, all right? What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to make sure that you have your SD card ready, and we're going to start making some folders in your computer. So I want you to minimize this here, minimize that, okay? And I want you to go back to your X-Lite, the Student X9Lite folder that we created, or whatever it is that you called it, okay? From this point forward, I'm just going to refer to mine as Student X9Lite, and if you've named yours something different, that's fine, but at least you'll know what we're talking about. All right, so from here, there's a couple things I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do is find a blank space here, and I want you to right-click somewhere on the screen, go to New, go to Folder, left-click on Folder, and then type in SD-CARD. Okay, that stands for SD card, and that's going to be the folder where we put all the files that we're going to load to our SD card. Again, if you're not using an SD card, no problem. You're going to skip over a lot of this, but it's probably good to watch the video anyway. It's not going to be very long, but it is going to explain a lot of what you could do if you do have an SD card. All right, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to find another blank space on the screen here, right-click, go to New, go to Folder, and then I want you to type Backup. Okay, excellent. Now, the last thing I want you to do is I want you to find a blank space here, right-click, go to New, go to Folder, and I want you to type OpenTX-FW. Okay, now what that stands for is OpenTX Firmware. You're going to be downloading firmware, and we're going to need to know where you're going to put it. This is where you're going to put it. So under your main transmitter folder on your desktop, you have a subfolder, which is going to be your Student X9Lite, and then under that you have subfolders, and then you're going to have more subfolders in some cases, okay? So let's get started. First thing we're going to want to do now is we can go back to our OpenTX program that we had left open, all right? And we are going to, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to stop the video here. You guys can review it, get all your folders set up. When we come back, we're going to download the new firmware. We're going to download the SD card, and I'm going to show you guys how to handle that. All right? Again, guys, if you have any questions, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll find a lot of the answers there. Or you can always head over to Facebook and check us out at facebook.com/Cyclone FPV. We will see you guys shortly. Thanks, and have a good evening.